Today we're heading into my local woods to see what wildlife we can find. And it doesn't take long before we discover one of Britain's most impressive beetles, the devil's coach horse. But that's not all, we'll also come across a group of striking cinnabar moth caterpillars feeding in the sunshine. Then we're off to Beetles and pastures where we'll be searching the lakes for some fantastic birds, including common terns. And also a surprise green sandpiper. So grab your binoculars and let's get exploring.
Okay, so it's a brand new day here on the channel and we're off to our local meadow for the start, but we've already had a brilliant start so far, spotting some cinnabar moth caterpillars on highly toxic ragwort. So take a look at this. These awesome little caterpillars here are cinnabar moth caterpillars and they are absolutely incredible. Look at the stripes that they have on their bodies, kind of signalling to predators for danger. Now, they have these stripes for a very good reason, because this is ragwort and this is highly toxic to many animals, and they have an exclusive diet of this plant, so they can survive in nature. What an awesome adaptation, and yeah, truly incredible. So it's about 10 minutes later now, and we've had such a magical encounter surrounded by so many birds, so many fledglings. We actually saw a wren fledgling, the first wren fledgling I've seen of the year, which is great news. We're just carrying on a walk now. The forest is filled with so many bird songs and bird calls. I can't believe how much birds we are hearing today. And yeah, let's hope it carries on like this throughout the day. We've lifted this log and we found this really weird mealworm thing. Mealworms native to the UK? I don't know, comment down below. Let's just put him back where he came from. Let's put this log back where it was. Ooh. Okay, so we found another log here. Now let's see if we can lift it up. Don't think we can. Not much life underneath it either. But we're going to try and find some cool logs here and see if we can find any awesome bugs. Okay, so we've just been looking for loads of bugs here, and we found this amazing log that we knew would be full of bug life, and of course it was. And we found a very extraordinary beetle. Oh, this right here is the devil's coach horse beetle, one of the UK's most famous and most well-known beetles, and it is absolutely extraordinary, and it is completely defenseless. We've just tried to pick it up with it, but we've shown you how it's kind of got a scorpion tactic to it. Oh look, it's moving right there, and it's kind of got a scorpion tactic to scare away some predators, and it curls up the back of its body, the back of its tail, to make it look fierce and awesome. Oh, look at it on the move. And there it goes. The devil's coach horse beetle. One of my favourite animals and certainly one of my favourite invertebrates. Okay, so we started our way back to the house now for our next trip. And well, that was an extraordinary, very cool encounter, I would say. I was very careful not to pick it up. I was tempted, but no. They've got a very powerful set of jaws there. And I wouldn't really want to be bitten on this beautiful morning. Right, so we've made it to Beetles and pastures, and we're in the same location
as we were about a year ago from now, and about a year ago from now, we spotted loads of female redstarts and also a lesser whitethroat here in the same location. So we're just going to camp here for about 10 minutes, 20 minutes, see if we can notice anything. Loads of dragonflies in these meadows, looking really nice. Loads of damselflies, dragonflies. Yeah, see what we can find. Okay, so we're coming to the very first ride of the day, and already fantastic news. We've got a little eagle back, but right in front of that is probably the rarest bird of the day so far. We've got a green sandpiper showing itself really well at the moment. First one I've seen of the year, so that'll tick off the year list, which is absolutely brilliant. We've got a rebunting giving us some in the reeds at the back, so hopefully that'll show itself later on. But yeah, we're just going to give it some time, see what birds we can see. This right here is burdock, famous for being in the very tasty British drink, dandelion and burdock. But there's also another reason it is very famous, and that is because it was the inspiration for Velcro. You see, a Swiss inventor went out for a walk with his dog and noticed that this stuff here was sticking to his clothes and also his dog. So he looked under it on a microscope and saw that it had these little small hooks. Okay, so we're in this hide now, the next hide, and we've got a common tern, family of cygnets, and yeah, pretty much not. We've got a sand martin hide in front of us. Just over there somewhere. You can hear the tern, but not seeing much at the moment. Hopefully our last hide of the day should have a little bit more. There's a tern. Oh my word, I am surrounded by so many insects, and quite a lot of those are these little guys here. These are red soldier beetles, and they're named that because they look identical to the uniform of British soldiers. And fun fact, they mate for the majority of their life. Look at them. Okay, so we've just come out of the last hide now. You know, quite lively. Loads of lapwings, really close to us as well. Loads of black-headed gulls as usual. No chicks though. And also there's common terns, which is absolutely brilliant. We're just on our way back now. Let's see if we can see anything on the way back. Run alarm call there. But you know, so hopefully we can see some cool stuff. Loads of crows at the back of that hide as well. But hopefully we can see some cool plants alongside this beautiful river here. Let's go. To my left is Himalayan balsam, also known as the policeman's helmet, and they grow rapidly, and they're well known for their way of reproducing and spreading seeds, which is a very unique way. They actually explode their seed pods to spread it around, which is really cool and remarkable for such a fascinating and also pretty flower. Now these webs right here are not actually made by spiders, they're made by thousands of caterpillars, and these are the caterpillars of ermine moths. They are very highly social species and make their webs as a kind of a way of communicating with each other, but it's also a way to protect themselves from other predators as well.